I have to call my ambassador. I don't have to stand for this. I'm an American. I should be able to purchase whatever products, whatever perfumes.
I want and desire.
Okay, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I made ugly American jokes on here before, and I promise I'm kidding about this one, but I did have a moment this morning when I tried to look deeper into a brand I've been, I don't know, just starting to tiptoe into, and realized that there was no US version of their website. I Googled it, it came up, and it came up .eu, and they had an Italy version, and then I tried to change it to .us, and nothing happened. It brought me to this error page. I'll put a screenshot in here so you can understand my horror and frustration and not being able to order something I want to purchase. I don't encounter that often, okay? That's not a struggle I have in life. I'm always able to buy things I want to buy. I technically can too. I was actually able to obtain these at Pickwick's Mercantile, which I've talked about a few times on this channel before. So I was able to buy a few, but I can't go out there and explore the way I'd like to. That's my perfumes way back there, by the way. I tried to fix my arrangements to show off my perfumes, and it's like, there they are, off in the distance. So didn't work. Whatever. Least in my worries. Greatest in my worries is difficulty getting Carthusia in the US. They are an Italian brand, and I'm an Italian by a couple of generations. Again, I know people hate when Americans do that, but my grandparents and great-grandparents on both sides are for Italy. I only know like where we're from and a couple of swear words. So affanabla, Carthusia for trying to keep me away from your brand. Did I do that one right? Anyway, let us start with A'Mmare. And I don't think I've ever shown this on the channel before, just on my Instagram. But when you check out that bottle, this is hands down the most beautiful bottle that I own. I keep it on display always, even when it's out of season, which it is, and I'll talk about that in a second. But I keep it on display always because it is gorgeous, and the quality and the heft and just this color of this white, like it's just this, you can't see it probably too well on film, but just the quality of the white too, and how they got the Carthusia. There you go. Zoom in there, Osmo. On there. Now zoom back up on me. Thank you, Osmo. It's just fabulous. So it's a beautiful display piece, and the fragrance really blew me away. It's not my usual. I did go in there asking for a fresh, and which, you know, I don't really love fresh, but I needed it. I have a gap in the collection where then things are really hot, when things are really summery, a lot of my stuff really legitimately was too heavy and cloying. So, you know, I said, what do you have for me that's a fresh? And we tried a million before I found one that was a definite yes, and that was this one. So it is watery, salty, minty, but it's also meant to evoke being on a seaside garden. So you also get this floweriness to it. So it is unisex, and it is very watery and aquatic, very watery and aquatic. But it also has the florals in there too. So it has this, you know, touch of beauty that really sticks with it. Longevity is there. Projection, not as much. It does take a couple sprays and some resprays for the projection to really go. But honestly, and this is just my opinion as someone who doesn't live in a hot weather climate, but does get occasional hot weather, and that's when I reach for this. When it is that kind of weather, I don't want to choke everybody around me with my scent at that point. Usually if it's hot enough for me to really want to wear a nice aquatic, it's also hot enough where it's really just for me to smell, you know, good, to really kind of lean into the heat there and the wateriness and the vacation, and not to throw across the room at somebody who's struggling for air at a very hot day. So that's just my opinion. Again, if you're looking for something that really projects in the hot weather, not necessarily this, but if you are looking for an aquatic, something that stands up well in very hot weather, and also extremely unique and well blended and unisex, and looks awesome on your display, you want Carthusia. Next for fall. So A'Mmare was a strong aquatic, perfect for summer. I'm probably not going to reach for it a ton now that it's getting cold, but I got a replacement for it, and I've been reaching for it a ton. I mean, you're going to see the bottle and think I haven't, but it's new. I've had this maybe 2 weeks now, and it's just been such a go-to for me. Okay, so here is Terra Mia. Also a cute bottle. Not, it doesn't blow you away. This is the smaller size though. Pickwick's only had the smaller size left, and it was the last bottle, and I snagged it. So I don't know what the larger bottle. I think it's similar, but I don't think it's as beautiful as the A'Mmare bottle, but it's still super nice. Slam fits well. The juice is a good color, and it's a cute label, and it really fits the scent too with these warm autumn type colors to it. So this is technically a gourmand. It's a gum, a hazelnut coffee mixed with rose, which, as you know how I feel about rose. I just love rose mixed with almost anything. And it has an amber and a warmth to it. So it calls my name in a lot of places. I'm gonna spray it. I'm already wearing Lost Cherry today, but I'm gonna spray it. And when I first sprayed it, I did get the coffee, but it wasn't quite as literal as, say, Kerosene Follow. And it had this kick to it where I thought it was like a booziness. And I'll stick with that I think it is a little boozy. But I think more so what that is, it's kind of this rose and the amber and the warmth mix kind of picking in. And it does have a little bit of bergamot and neroli happening as well. So that's kind of giving it that booziness, I think, too. It's coming out this like citrus, sharper edge alongside, it's so nice, the gourmand. And this one kicks. This one projects. In fact, I wore it on a long drive, and then the next day I was wearing a different scent, got in the car, and it was still there. And as you know, I'm not a huge oversprayer, so for it to still be lingering in my car a day later, and I enjoyed it, it smelled great, it was definitely in its favor. It's very warm. It's very unisex. And if you like chocolate and you like rose and you live in a cold climate, you're going to find an occasion for this if you can buy a bottle, which you can't guarantee if you're American. Not bitter, not bitter. It's gorgeous. And I'm just so excited about this house, which is why I wanted to start with my backlog of reviews, why I wanted to start with Carthusia. And I was really looking forward to picking up more. I'm going to go back to Pickwick, see if they have anything else from the house available. As I said, this was the last bottle of Terra Mia that I snagged, so I don't know how many of Carthusias they have or if they sell them anywhere else in the US. I'm going to be doing more digging and investigating and trying to scoop up more as I can. But if you have more experience with this brand, I would love to hear about it, or places in the US where you can buy it easily. I'm very interested. I would love to do a discovery set from them and just get to know them a little bit better, because the two that I do have were immediate yeses as soon as I smelled them, bought them same day. So feeling strong about it. That's it for this one. I want to keep the reviews coming, get through my backlog. I usually do, I can say usually, I'm a new channel, but I did a all my perfumes ranked for New Year's last year. I'd love to do it again, but I feel kind of unfair just showing you things for the first time at that video. So I want to make sure I get through everything I purchased this year that I haven't shared with you yet. If you have any questions too, requests, things that you think I should try that I would love to hear them. That is all for this one. I will see you in the next one.